my first suggestion for you is to look for 6 or 8 pieces of blank paper to put together a small sketchbook. If you have that, this sketchbook is really easy to make. Let me show you how it's done. Here I have 6 pieces of regular copy paper, and I have them folded into groups of 3, 2 folded sections, so that the sketchbook will be the same size as the one I just showed you. I am going to have to cut each segment, but first I need to mark it into thirds. I'm going to divide it into thirds, approximate, divide into thirds. I could measure, but it's not that important to be super precise as long as it's pretty close. So dividing it into thirds, using a pen just to make a mark on each section. Now I'm going to cut one section. Let me make those marks a little darker so everybody can see. And it's important that the marks be in the same place on both sets. So here we go. One set is going to be cut to the marks from the outside edge up to the mark, and you're not cutting a lot away, just a little bit of the fold. We're cutting the fold away, and I'm doing the same thing here, and I see that this section is a bit bigger, and with this section I'm cutting out the middle of the fold, so that I can hook these together. This is the easiest kind of sketchbook I've ever made. So I open them both up so that all 3 pages are open wide, and I am going to put half of this book into that middle section. Here we go. We have a sketchbook that's held together. It has about 12 pages, and if you want to make it fancier and you have cardstock, you can always make a cover by folding your cardstock in half and gluing each end page. An end page is the page at the end of each book section. So each end page could be glued to the inside of a cardstock cover, and there you'd have a stronger sketchbook, a little fancier, holds up a little longer. There's another way to put your sketchbook together if you want to sew it. You just need a hammer and a nail to put holes in, and some supervision, probably, unless you're in 6th grade, and maybe you don't need supervision at that point, but carefully putting a hole with a piece of wood underneath and then sewing this together with a needle and thread. Pulling this through. Oops, sometimes it rips, but I think this will still hold. And it just needs to be folded, and the measuring would make it a little more even, but voila, I have the book held together. I'll try this again.